talk about it being a really helpful tool and how it needs humans. I know that a lot of software testers are worried about this, but do you think that AI will be a tool for testers or entirely replace them?
I think it'll be the former. I think it'll be a tool for testers um, because it takes refinement. Okay, when you create test cases and when you start working with the abilities of generative AI to do things like review requirements and all that, there's there's been a huge gap, okay, in the tools that we've had, up to the point of AI becoming uh, now a really commonly mentioned thing. When it came to the topic of, well, what kind of tool can I use to analyze my requirements? Well, I didn't have a good suggestion for that. Or what kind of tool can I use to generate test cases? I had a few suggestions on that, but nothing as robust as what we have today. So the just the idea of a tester being able to now have some of these tools at their disposal is a really big thing. But the thing about it is, it's like any tool. You don't really sometimes hear AI referred to as a tool, but that's really in essence what it is. It's not going to make the decisions for you. You have to carefully guide the prompting. You have to understand what it is you're looking for. You have to give it context. You have to give it your role. And there's just a lot of things that the humans have to do. And in fact, there's a big role in there in validating what comes back from AI. So you might get this great set of test cases that look good initially, but then you try to run them and maybe they get you 90% there, but not all the way there. So it's still going to take a human to do this. Now, the trick about replacing testers is that I think there's going to be a real issue with what employers are looking for in testers. And I think they're going to be looking for those testers who know how to work with AI versus those who have just kind of ignored it and said, I'm not going to work with it, or I'm afraid of it, or that kind of thing. It's almost the same argument as um, we saw in the past with test automation. Will automation replace testers? Well, no, but it shifts their roles. And I think AI is going to be doing something very similar to that.